this way. Can't let
Hi everyone,
this moment end.
welcome back to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for tuning in.
Getting lost.
So this vlog, I'm coming to you on a different light. You know
Take my hand.
how every vlog, is always inspiring and laughing and fun.
Darling,
There's never that emotion, because when you expose your emotion,
spotlights.
you are perceived to be unstable. But that's what's life. That's what makes us human. We have the up and down.
Still too little.
Sorry about that. We have the up and downs of our life. Sorry. We have the, this up and down in life. This is the reality of life. We can't be happy all the time. There are times when we are sad. And being sad is actually natural. It is a natural feeling. It's like crying is a natural feeling. You're not unstable when you are emotional. I don't know why. It has become now sort of like a negative thing, when you show your emotion. When you start crying and you start like feeling lonely, but that's part of life. You can't be happy all the time. This is the part of life, and it's okay. It is okay to be honest with your feelings. It is okay to cry. It's okay to tear up. It's okay to talk about what's bothering you. There's no shame. There's no shame in talking about your feelings. So, so I'm coming to you in a different light. It's, this past few months, even though I've been showing how happy I am, it's like I try to encourage everybody to be, to be positive. I am positive, but there are times where you can't really hold your emotion because it becomes overwhelming and it becomes too much. And it's like when you are overwhelmed with emotions, you tend to, think of not so good things. But it's okay, if you talk about your emotions, if you talk about your feelings, you talk about these things to your friends or to someone else, it prevents you from thinking of the bad things. It's okay. You're not emotionally unstable when you show your feelings. It's okay. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. It's all right. I've been struggling this past few months. Really struggling. Accepting my reality. Being alone with incurable diseases, and it's very hard. It's hard. It's like you need that support, but you're alone, and sometimes you think that's what could happen. There's not. What about they find you? They find you, your dogs find you. When you wake up, you don't wake up anymore. These are natural feelings when you have the ailment that I have. I have been struggling emotionally, physically, and mentally, trying to accept the reality, the reality of my life. I went to school for years and years and years, so I can take care of myself and have a career and then you get sick, battled cancer. You're okay now, but you're actually not okay because you're unable to support yourself. It is hard. So, hold on to those people around you. Be more understanding of the people around you. Just be aware. Be aware of your friends, of your loved ones. Do not ignore the signs. I'm hurting so much. I am hurting so much. I take so much. I don't know. Sometimes you think about, you've been good all your life. You try to do good and you try to, you love so much. And you feel like you don't get that back, but it's okay. That's how life is. It's okay, but it's also okay. Like I said, to cry, it's like, like, oh, go see a psychiatrist, yeah, that helps. But it also helps to cleanse you, like to be honest. You can't be strong all the time. You're only human. It's hard. It's hard dealing with incurable illness. You can't walk. You can't walk 20 feet without huffing. You have to rely on medication. And you don't have anyone. I know, baby, I know I love you too. Thank you. I know, thank you. I'm very fortunate. That I have my dogs. They provide me the much needed emotional comfort and also the strength. Oh yeah, you're looking at that. Who's that? But like I said, it's like, it is okay. There's nothing wrong with you if you talk about your feelings. You talk about what's going on with you. And and then, having this, being trapped, in a life that it feels like there's no way out. And then you have neighbors that constantly harass you, and even though these are little things, they actually impact your emotional well-being, and not just that physical. It's too much. So it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to come and talk about it. And then you feel like there's just you begin to question yourself. Where did you go wrong? It's like you have so much love in your heart, and yet you get hurt. You still get hurt. People still hurt you, and they just don't care. But people are like that. I mean, that's the nature. That's human nature. I don't know, but it feels good. It feels good to have this like emotional therapy. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to or to talk about your emotions freely and openly. Just 1 second. dog just. So anyhow, so like I said, you know, it gives you that, you know, you feel better after you cry out and talk about it. You know, don't keep it inside you. You know, if you're able to talk about your emotions and talk about and freely and openly and not to lie to yourself, because nobody's that strong. You know, these things, it's like, you know, it releases, it actually releases that, you know, that form of strength again. So it's okay. All right. Thank you so much for being here.